Welcome to Business Focus, a production of the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and today we have Wendy Lemieux. She's the Marketing and Communications Specialist for the Office of Public-Private Partnerships at Fairfax County. Today we're going to talk about the 5th Annual Young Professionals Mixer Party on the Patio, which is being co-hosted by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to Business Focus.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, and I have to tell you, we're so excited about the party on the patio this year. We have rebranded it. In years past, we had 150 to 200 young professionals come to the Fairfax County Government Center, starting right before Fairfax Fair. And this year, they have taken that incentive, that whole mass of people, and they're going to do it all weekend long. So we are the kickoff for a weekend event.
Oh my gosh. And Wendy, how did this event even come about?
You know, about 5 years ago, we got together with Celebrate Fairfax, and we decided we wanted to do something to encourage young professionals to get more involved in the community. And what was better than the Fairfax Fair? What a great opportunity. They have the concert on Friday nights, which is always going to be something of interest to what we call the Y Pros, the young professionals. This year it's the Congos, which is great. And so we sat down with them, we said, well, what can we do? And we decided that we would do something which the young guys would call pre-gaming. So it's a 2-hour event prior to the fair starting, and it is beverages and food, and then they get to go to the concert afterwards.
Wow.
So it's plus what we did in addition to that was we brought in local nonprofit organizations who are interested in learning, teaching people about their group, but also about getting board members. So the goal was to have them mix, and so we always do some sort of icebreaker mixer between the two, with the goal that someone walks away with a contact they didn't have, and learning something they didn't know, and getting more involved in our community, which is ultimately our goal.
So Wendy, what can attendees expect to see at this event? I know you kind of went through it, but in more detail, is there anything that we're missing from this? Everything's been overhauled.
If you don't come, you're going to miss out on a lot. So, but really it's a great opportunity. So what's going to happen is when people get there, they get a chance to mix and mingle. They will get an icebreaker, and the icebreaker this year is going to be a Twitter wall. So what people are going to be able to do is talk about the things that they like best about Fairfax County, along the lines of economic development. What's your favorite place in Fairfax County? What's a hidden gem that someone else doesn't know about? What would you like to see here that's not currently here? And it's going to be beamed on a wall, and so everyone will get a chance to see what you're talking about. And then we're going to collect all that information, and we're going to go back to our economic success team, and we're going to share that with them at a later time.
So, okay, this is off the cuff. How did you get all these chambers involved into this event? I mean, what drove them? I know the millennials. What drove them?
You know, the chambers are really interested in working together. You know, we have a great chamber group in Fairfax County. There are 8 chambers that we work with on a regular basis, and they all are interested in growing their young professional base and giving them an opportunity to do more in the community. So when we went to all of them and said, this is our plan, we had an overwhelming response of yes. So from you guys have always been the best sponsors. You bring a ton of people, and I understand this year, in addition to that, you're going to work with the Reston Young Professionals group. There's another group you're bringing in. So we're expecting just a phenomenal group.
So, okay, we kind of went through it. I'm going to just ask you this. What is the purpose of this event? Overall, okay, if you're missing out, you're not going to be there. You're going to be missing out. So what is the purpose of this event? Get the young professionals engaged? What do you want to do from this?
I think engaged is the right word. So what we're interested in doing is getting everyone to mix, mingle, and get involved. So if you get there and if you meet a new person and you get a new contact, maybe that new contact is involved with a nonprofit organization and they need a board member. Or you're there and you think, you know, I'd like to be part of the economic success of Fairfax County, and you volunteer on one of our planning commissions. There's a ton of opportunity. So that's what our goal is. Our goal is to get everyone together to create a momentum and synergy and just see what happens. And in the years past, we've had great success.
Wendy, what do you hope is the overall outcome of this event, if not anything, like from what we talked about?
You know, I hope when people walk away from this that they say they learned something new about the county, that they were able to participate, and that they are now more interested in being involved in the economic success and overall success in the place they live, work, and play.
Can you tell me about the Grant Center and nonprofit resources that the Office of Public-Private Partnerships Fairfax in Fairfax County offers?
The Office of Public-Private Partnerships is part of the Funding Information Network, also called FIN, which is also at all of our public libraries. And at our office, we have a grant center where people can come in and research grant opportunities, what grants have been given to other organizations, and get a very specific list of foundations and other entities that will give grants for their organization. So for example, if you were in veterans, you can come in, you can print a list, you can do a whole bunch of research and print a list of organizations that might provide grants to you. So it's a great resource, and we have people there all of the time, and they walk away. Matter of fact, the Office to Prevent and End Homelessness just won a $10,000 grant as a result of our efforts, which was very exciting.
So Wendy, I just want to thank you for joining me today. If you are interested in learning about the 5th Annual Young Professionals Mixer Party on the Patio, visit www.fairfaxcountypartnerships.org. Wendy, can you tell me about the Office of Public-Private Partnerships in Fairfax County?
I can. So Fairfax County Office of Partnerships is one of only a handful of organizations in the entire country dedicated to facilitating relationships between nonprofits and businesses. Our goal is to create opportunities for partnerships between those people who want to do good in the community and those people who need good done to increase the overall well-being in Fairfax County. So for example, some of the things that we do is we will match volunteer opportunities for large businesses who want to give back to the community for a day. Or perhaps that you want to do a skill-based volunteering. You have computer skills, you have an intern that probably needs a little more help getting them a little bit to that next level. We can hook them up with a nonprofit. In addition to that, there is a host of other things that we participate in, including Leadership Fairfax, the Emerging Leaders Program, which goes along with the young professionals. We also work with the homeless organizations to bring them together so that they can have more of an impact in the community.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And this is Wendy Lemieux, Marketing and Communications Specialist for the Office of Public-Private Partnerships at Fairfax County. I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and thank you for joining us on Business Focus.